Hey, welcome to this week on Let's Fix Her Up. Mike Jameson here. And one of the things for the 2019-2020 season that we're going to do is we are really going to get our hands dirty, and we're going to really start doing some projects and helping some people out with some of the things that they're working on in their house. And this week I'm going to be just a little bit showing you here some water damage that's happening in a bathroom, and we're going to help them fix this up. We're also going to be talking with Schneider Sons Electric about Christmas lighting and things like that. Just some of the smart things you want to do to make sure you don't get yourself in any trouble with your house with your Christmas lighting. They've got a lot of new stuff out now that makes it even better for people. And we're also going to be heading out with Ronnie out at Gladio Do It Best and talking about, you know, the snow blowers and things like that. But it's been such a late season this year for the leaves going down. I mean, we still have a ton of leaves around our house, and they've got some great rentals that you can do over there to get yourself all set up with getting a sweeper maybe to, you know, I just have a big problem with people just pushing them all to the street because you never know when they're going to come and pick them up. So I've got some solutions for you, and I'll show you the solutions that we're doing here too. So it's a big show this week right here on Let's Fix Her Up. But one of the things I have to just say right off the top of the hilt right here, okay, I am not a professional. I've got a lot of people that work with us that really know how to fix things. And this, as we start this project, this is one of those that you definitely are going to have some of the professionals come in to kind of guide us on this one and help us out a lot. Okay, now number one, we're in the living room of this house right here. And it's kind of funny. You look, you can tell just how old this house is because these, my folks, these are real 2x4s, and they're the big, longer 2x4s. So everything is all set up like that. But as you can see, there's been some water damage here. We've got some black mold and stuff like that, and we're going to be working to get rid of all that. But my main concern when I saw this, and I'm like, oh gosh, and we're going to be talking with Jim Schneider about this, is, okay, here is all of your fixtures here for your tub, and you have a electrical socket right there. And that's a no-no. That's a big no-no. And we're going to have them help us to get this straightened out to make sure everything's back to code and everything is done the right way here. We'll go over on the other side and show you, but whoever put this in, I did a nice job with this, no problems with it, but what we're seeing is a lot of all of the drywall, and to be code, this isn't even the right kind of drywall. You got to put a green wall, basically a waterproof type of drywall. It's green wall, and you've got to put that in. And over the next few episodes, we're going to help them put this in and get that all done. But my main concern right now is having this plug here. And was talking with the homeowners, and they were saying that they can remember sometimes where they felt a little bit of a shock when they were taking a bath. So we got to make sure we get Schneider Sons over here to look at this, because just scaring me looking at it, and it's one of those things, well, you know, it's just this, it's all done this way, but this right here is scary, very scary, and we're going to take a look at that. I want to show you the inside of the bathroom now. And as you can see, here's the deal. Okay, I cannot tell you whose bathroom this is because you'll tease him. All right, by all of the pink in here, and it's pink. Yeah. They bought all the pink they could get, and so it's time for a change here. And actually, what if you can check this out here? I don't know if you can. Right there is where they found out they were having problems because they put their foot right through the tile. And to make a long story short, that's when they knew they had a big problem here. But what's going to happen here, there's no lighting in here. They want to put some some of the new LED can lighting in, and they're going to do that over here, and then get rid of this these Roman goddess lights here, and they're going to move the cans out a little bit here, and it'll help them with that. And maybe I can actually talk them into maybe doing something about all of this here. We'll see. We'll see. This looks good. This looks good. Top iffy, but it's all going to depend on. We can talk to the people over at the countertop shop, and they may have. And this is how we do this kind of stuff, folks. You know, we don't go out and measure it out and go buy the top of the line stuff. We go find scraps. We find things that are not monstrously costly that we can put in ourselves. You know, we can get a sink cut in. It won't be pink. It won't be a pink sink, but it'll be. Maybe we can get that, because I'm going to tell you right now, this stuff right here is in beautiful shape. It's hardwood. It's old. It's probably from the 40s or 50s, and it was done right. And if they want to paint it, whatever they're going to do, he's going to be able to keep this for sure. So it's going to be good. We're going to put the lights in here. But what's going to happen here is this is all got to come out. This is all going to have to come out. And then they're going to have to we're going to have to put an all new green wall here to make it waterproof. And obviously we'll put some new stuff in here too. But that's going to be the main thing, and that's what we're going to be doing with this job. And it's going to take us a few weeks to do it. We're not one of these TV shows I can do the whole thing on one show. We're going to try and get this done for them and help them out and get the right people in here, because number one, that electric's wrong. I mean, it's bad wrong. And some of the older houses, that's the way they did it, because you got Bob the carpenter guy who likes to on the weekends do his thing, and it's probably not going to hurt anything. It's probably not going to be a big deal, but if something were to go wrong, oh my goodness, not even mentioning a fire, but just the electrical, getting electrocuted while you're sitting in the tub. That's the one thing that scares me the most. So we're going to go over and talk with Jimmy Schneider here and talk a little bit about this, and I'm sure we're going to get him over here in the next couple episodes to look this thing out. But this is what we're going to do, and if we can help you out with some of your projects, feel free. We'll do our best to help you out with them. And granted, we can't do them for free, obviously, but we can get you in touch with the great contractors that work with us that can help you to make sure this all gets done the right way.
I'm Nick with A+ Building Maintenance, your Toledo handyman. Do you need home repairs done? Not sure who to call? Here at A+, we install everything from light bulbs to roofing. We're fully licensed and insured to protect you. We're also a proud member of the BBB. Please visit us online at ToledoHandyman.com. There you can see many before and after photos along with other customer testimonials and ask your own home repair question. Any job big or small, A+ Building Maintenance, 419-478-1542.
When the power goes out, your life is disrupted. Heat, air conditioning, refrigeration, phones, all gone. Want to take back control? A Generac home standby generator protects your home against power outages every second of every day, all year long, automatically, whether you're home or away. Control your power, control your life with a Generac home standby generator.
For a free estimate, call Schneider Sons Electric, 419-691-8284.
Different problems require different solutions. Seagate Roofing and Foundation Services has been solving water problems for over 30 years. We have the expertise to provide you with the best solution. Seagate replaces foundations, straightens walls, lifts sinking foundations, and waterproofs basements. Get your free estimate before you make a decision, because you deserve to have all the facts. We are the local experts.
244-LEAK Seagate.
Wojo's Heating, Air Conditioning, and Plumbing. Quality comfort you can count on since 1967. They're a proud sponsor of Genoa High School sports and can help you with all your heating, air conditioning, and plumbing needs. Give them a call today at 419-693-3220. Well, folks, we're here with Mr. Schneider. How you doing, sir?
Okay.
I always want to call you Johnny, I don't know why. That's your brother.
Yeah, he's younger
And
than
I've
I am.
known you guys since I was this big.
Yep.
And Schneider Sons Electric has been in the area. You know, you started out with East Side in Oregon, and unfortunately, sad note, Albert Schneider, a dear friend of all of us, your brother, passed away a couple of weeks ago. We're going to miss him.
Yes, we will. Yep. We shared a bedroom together, and we shared an office together after that.
You know, it's so funny because my best memory I have of Al, and I mean, you know, Al's son Jeffrey has been part of Let's Fix Her Up. He's been part of all our TV shows and everything. And he passed away. It's been almost what?
2011.
Yeah, it's been a long time. And I got in a fight with Jeff in second grade. We were over at Al's house.
Oh.
And we were all playing baseball because, you know, they had that big field back there and everywhere. The basketball courts, they had everything back there. It was so cool. And I got mad at Jeff, and I took his catcher's mitt and I threw it up on the roof, and I go to take off, and Jeff just gave me a whooping. He gave me a whooping. I say I could never play trombone again. And seriously. Okay. But Al, oh my gosh, it was just so funny when Al and my dad, it was just great. And I just have loved Al, and Al's made me a part of the family, and all of you guys have. And it was very sad, but you guys have put together some great stuff here. And how many years now? Over since 1940, right?
40, well, we've said 42, but that's when my mom and dad kind of got together. Latest information is maybe 1948 that we started. We've got a check that's got my dad's signature on it that says Schneider Electric underneath it.
Oh, wow.
Maybe
See the little
1940.
things you learn here. And the cool thing is you've got some great people now that are working your Facebook site and everything. So you put a bunch of old pictures on there. It's
Try to
cool
do
stuff.
that, and they put a joke of the week up there once in a while and things like that. We'll send pictures out. If people send us pictures
Of jobs and stuff?
Jobs that we've done, or equipment that we've put in, or shirts that we've given them, or hats or something like that, we'll put those on the website too, on the Facebook page, I mean.
Well, we bunch of stuff I want to talk to you about. First of all, job we're doing for our friend's house here. We showed you some of the pictures.
Right.
And I made it very clear when I was looking at it. I said that cannot be code where you have the wires running that close to it. But you said it's really not a problem.
The wires running close to the piping that you were showing me, the copper piping, the water lines, is fine. What we don't want is a wiring underneath, like that receptacle, that plug.
Mm-hmm.
If it would be underneath of that drain, where if it leaks right into it.
Gotcha.
That's where we don't want it. Same thing when we put a new circuit breaker box. If there's a tub or a bathroom right above it, we can't have those drain lines right above the electric panel where it might leak into the panel.
Now
That's
we'll be able to use those and basically with that setup there, and
That's fine.
Keep it as far away as we possibly can, right?
Yeah, that's fine. You just don't want to rub them right up against the pipe or anything like that. What you showed me, that wire's running behind it, maybe up against the drywall a little bit, that's fine.
Okay.
Yep.
Now we're also talking about taking out those old antique Roman era, lights and stuff. And you said there's a lot of new LED lighting out that would probably be perfect for an installation like that.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. There's some really nice ones now. You used to have that great big can and everything else. You had to put lights in there and bulbs and all that. They make these nice wedge LED ones now. They've got little flaps on them. You cut a hole in the drywall, put the wiring together, and the spring-loaded flap holds the light in place. Pretty neat.
And the one thing, and this is always something now that I'm doing a lot, I've got a couple of, just LED lights that we use for shop lights and stuff, but I use those lights for to grow my plants. Because I've got, I'm just a goober about having house plants, and my house is dark, so I put those in. I mean, they use basically no electricity.
The LEDs are so much more efficient, yeah.
And they last forever.
They've got a long shelf life, or not shelf life, but a long life, yes.
I got to tell you though, I did buy one of those, GE or Sylvania, whatever bulbs. It says 13 years on it and everything. I get 6 months out of it.
Well, they do an average. What they do is this is how they do it. They take a whole bunch of bulbs. I don't know if it's 100 of them or 200 of them. They'll set them up and they'll turn them all on. When they get to the halfway point where half of those 100 bulbs are burned out, that's the average. So that means that 50 of them might have gone on for the 13 years, and less than 50 of them only lasted 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 years or whatever.
Right.
But that's how they do the test on those. And then they average how many hours per day most people use the light bulb. So they're not on 24 hours a day most of the time. Your lights are on maybe 2 or 3 hours or something like that. And that's how they average. They do all these averages. You'd have to, I've gone to seminars about it, and that's how they tell us they do it. So.
Wow. Well, I'll tell you, we're gonna do that. We're gonna probably put those LED lighting in and work that out. We'll work that with you here in the next couple of weeks. And this is one of them. We got a lot of work to do on it. I know you've got some new project with the Generac that you're putting in.
Yeah.
And you actually got your own camera now.
I did. We got a camera so that we can go around and do some pictures, and that way you can edit them and we can talk over them, and that way you're not running out there with a camera guy or anything else, and it's just quicker and easier for us to get video to you.
Well, I think the one thing too, folks, and people just have to realize, I think when they see Generac, they see that name, they think this huge number, and now what they've been able to do with Generac is they put different systems together depending on obviously what your budget is and what you need for your house. So you can probably get into one for probably under $2,500, probably even less than that.
Well, it's pretty tough to do that. That would have to be a very, very small system, which they make in the 6.5 kW, but it's really hard to get in underneath 4,000, to be honest.
Okay.
Yeah, because you've got the cost of the generator, and then you've got permits, you've got labor, you've got other material, you've got a gas line, so all that stuff adds up.
It's just so well worth it. This is the year Mike Jameson's putting one in.
2020?
Yeah, 2020, we're gonna definitely put that in because, knock on wood, we've been very lucky. Our electricity's only gone off twice in the last 2 months on them really big wind days.
Oh, yeah.
We're off on, and things like that. But I'm just worried about this winter when it's going to get super cold and we just don't have the ability to heat that house. And with me being, I've got stuff inside me now that I got to keep track of, and I got to do that. But give us your telephone number here and that's real quick too, with Christmas lighting now. Don't overload. What are some of the big mistakes people are making with their Christmas lights?
Well, with the LED lighting now, you can put more lights out than you used to, but you still have to use GFI protection. That's the ground fault circuit interrupters. Whenever you plug any kind of lighting in, outdoors especially, you just want to make sure you don't overload it by plugging too many things into the back of each other, because that creates heat. Every time you have a connection, you're creating heat.
Okay.
And so you don't want to plug too many of those in where they're creating heat on the very first one, and then the second one, and so on and so forth. But GFI protection is the biggest thing you want to remember when you're using outdoor lighting.
Well, there you go. That's the thing I always get worried about here. And thank you once again, sir.
Okay.
We got projects to do.
Yep.
We're going to use these new LED lights. We're going to use them everywhere. I think they're
everybody
cool.
is.
And you can dim them with a regular dimmer now, can't you?
They have dimmers, but it's a special LED type dimmer.
Oh, okay.
The old dimmer that you have in your house that controls your light bulb, your regular light bulb, will not control these.
Okay.
You'll get blinking and
Flickers and stuff.
Flickers, yeah.
We're going to be showing that here. Thank you once again, sir.
Okay.
You do it.
Stop struggling with the big box stores. Choose Gladio.
Gladio Home Center. A hardware store, yet so much more. Your home improvement answer store. A place to design your interior space. A professional and friendly smiling face. Everything you need for your home. And Gladio is locally owned. You'll be glad to know Gladio Home Center.
What can you expect from working with Fairway Independent Mortgage Corporation? Our branch manager, Marty Bin, can help you navigate through the loan process with the service and speed you deserve. Contact Marty today to get pre-qualified. Make your home buying dreams a reality. Call 419-481-8696 to speak with Marty Bin today.
Mike Jameson and Jameson's Mobile Music would like to talk to you about your entertainment needs for your upcoming wedding or special event. For over 25 years, Mike has made wonderful memories, one event at a time. Professional sound and lighting and video for your special event. Call us today for an affordable package for your special day. 419-514-1302. Jameson's Mobile Music and Video.
Gutters can be dangerous. Take it from Marty.
For 30 years, I've been climbing up that ladder, cleaning out those gutters. One time, I leaned the ladder up there, and the feet were on the deck. The deck was a little wet. Next thing I know, the ladder kicks out, and I'm hanging by the gutter, and I start yelling for help. After that occurrence, I called Gutter Helmet.
Call Gutter Helmet for an estimate. 419-475-0000. Get Gutter Helmet today, and you'll never clean your gutters again.
Keeping you out of the gutter with a Gutter Helmet.
Well, folks, we're back, and we're here at Gladio Do It Best, and here with Janet McAtee. And Janet, I came in here to talk with Ronnie about snowblowers, but we got talking about dogs. And one of the great things they've got here at Gladio Do It Best Home Center is one of the just top areas, things in the area. And Janet, you kind of make sure everything goes right about getting the right food. And, and for years and years and years, I've just been putting, that dog chow stuff in my dogs. And I just noticed as my dogs have gotten 13, 14 years older, just terrible itching problems. Mm-hmm. And now they're going away, and everybody's like, oh, it's all about fleas and everything, and it's not about fleas. I really believe it has something to do with the food.
Absolutely. Well, a couple things are going on throughout the year that lead people to think that it is always fleas, and it's not. Sometimes, when your furnace comes on or off, mm-hmm. That can affect skin. But a lot of times, all the ailments a dog has starts in the gut. So, when you're talking about foods and, what you're feeding them, it makes all the world of difference in them. And, the older dogs, coincidentally, will begin to they'll show signs of like hot spots where they're digging like they have fleas, but then they're tearing, literally biting and pulling. Oh, that's exactly what was
happening too, yeah.
Yep. So she's going to get hot spots, and then, their skin it's like when you scratch and then you're scratching more, all that ephedrine in your bloodstream rushes to the surface and you're an itchy mess before you know it.
Wow.
Same thing with a dog. So we've got to try to calm their immune systems down. And a lot of times it can be a chicken base. Usually if there's an allergy, it's usually centered around chicken or something to that effect.
And as you say that, I'm thinking because the dog food I was using was a chicken-based food, and I just switched it over to a meat-based food, but still, I'm still trying to save money, and that's probably not the way I should be thinking when I'm talking about my dogs,
No.
And you guys have unbelievable amounts of, different ways that you can go and can sit in here and talk with you about what you need. And I mean, what would be a first step for me to helping these dogs out?
Well, I would start with a good product for food. From is a great
From's
product
a big
line.
One, yeah.
You can't get From just anywhere because they're very exclusive to brick and mortar mom and pop shops. They've never had a recall, not once. I've got a whole line to select from, so you can go good, better, best.
Right.
Depending on your financial situation. If you want to go a grain-free, you can also do that as well.
Oh, wow.
If you don't, you can start with an in-line. This is in the middle line right here with this. We also offer programs to help you with the cost of it. So here at Gladio, we'll do $2 if you're a rewards member, $2 off the shelf price. And then a lot of the lines, and this one in particular has a frequent buyer, which means after you purchase 12, you're going to get a bag free. And that can be a 30-pound or it can be a 4-pound. It doesn't matter. So whatever you buy.
Well, these are really. I think this is the way I'm going to go here when it's time for me to buy again. And of course, you've got a lot of great products too, just to help out with shampooing and with just making sure everything is taken care of for the dogs.
Yeah. And I use both of these myself. So anything I suggest are products that I have used. This is an ultra oil. And it's much like Alaskan oil. So when you spoke with me about putting oil on your dog's food, this is, it's got anchovies and sardines. And when I first met with these people, I was like, ooh, I don't know about that. But there is no odor. You can literally give this to your dog on a dish. You can put it on their food. All 4 of mine like this. And their coats are beautiful. So it's not something you're going to just put in once or twice. It's got to build up. It's got a bit of a hemp seed oil in there as well to help that itchy, scratchy settle down.
Now, right?
Yeah, so all natural ingredients, not had one problem with that. And then I also use these two products. A lot of times people will bathe their dogs with dog shampoo.
Right.
And here's the thing. If you don't know what's going on with your dog's skin, you could be just making it worse by shampooing. So this is a probiotic shampoo that will help not strip the oils from their skin, but will also add back in. You could use that every single day if you wanted to. It's got avocado oil in it. And the scents, the only difference between these are the scents. So you have a honeysuckle and a lavender, whichever you prefer.
Fantastic.
They're both very mild scented, so it's not gonna be, you know, your house is gonna smell like flowers.
I'm excited. I thank you for spending some time with me, dear.
Thank you, dear.
You do such a wonderful job and help people out. Not to mention the fact that you guys have all of the, you know, you bring in the cats and dogs for the adoptions here, and there's just a lot of great things always going on here at Gladio Do It Best, right over on Navarre Avenue.
Stop struggling with the big box stores. Choose Gladio.
Gladio Home Center. A hardware store, yet so much more. Your home improvement answer store. A place to design your interior space. A professional and friendly smiling face. Everything you need for your home. And Gladio is locally owned. You'll be glad to know Gladio Home Center.
Is your roof past its peak? It's not always this easy to tell. From rooftops to foundations, Seagate is a trusted A+ BBB accredited business and a Platinum Preferred contractor. As a Platinum Preferred contractor, we offer one of the country's best roofing warranties, the Owens Corning True Protection 50-year warranty. That's material and labor. We've earned your trust for over 30 years, Toledo. Call Seagate now.
244-LEAK Seagate.
For the holidays, make Walt Churchill's Two Markets your holiday headquarters. You'll find all the tasty, sure-to-please party trays and fixings to make your entertaining a great success. We specialize in USDA Choice, USDA Prime, and dry-aged Wagyu beef to ensure flavor and tenderness for any event. You'll find a great selection of domestic and imported beers, wines, and spirits, too. Make Walt Churchill's Markets your holiday headquarters. Check us out at waltchurchillsmarket.com.
Well, once again, I'd like to thank you for watching the show, and we're trying to get some sponsors and trying to get some people to see what we're doing here. Hey, if you're out of Gladio, you know, we got snow coming. These are monsters. These are some of the beautiful Club Cadets they have, and you might want to get out here and talk to them. They've got some great payment plans and some financing for you here. Not to mention, these things are rugged, and they're going to last for you. So, you know, we've got, you know, the holidays coming up. This would, boy, would this not, if I had a wife, this is exactly what I'd ask for from her right here. So good show, and don't forget, we got a lot more coming right here on Let's Fix Her Up. And folks, have a good week, and we'll see you next week. Don't forget Toledo Sports Network. We got basketball games all week, and also JMO's Journey's coming up here now, and got some great stuff with that too. So hey, have a nice one. We'll see you next week.